Hey everyone, this is Kenny or Kent or whatever you want to call me, and you're listening to The Other Show.
So I've had this deep thought rumbling around my head today.
Okay, do tell.
Because I was scrolling the reels on my throne, as I do.
You said rear, by the way, so where you're...
I know I said I've been scrolling
you were on the throne.
reels.
Okay.
The reels on my throne.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I
Understood.
said. You can back that up. You can back that rump up.
You did back it up. Okay, go on.
You know that I am the one who edits, so I can make you sound however I want.
Yeah.
And you said rears.
Don't I know it?
Oh my gosh. Okay.
I'm scrolling the reels, and I see this reel about reincarnation, right?
Okay.
And people were talking about who they're reincarnated at. Why does every basic white girl claim to be Cleopatra?
I was going to say Cleopatra.
How many, right? How many people living on the earth today are reincarnations of Cleopatra? And why is it always Cleopatra? Why not like Marie Antoinette? Or like, who's that nurse that killed everybody in the Revolutionary War? You know?
Josh, you looked that up. Yeah. No, it's interesting how it's always like...
Typhoid Mary.
Yeah.
Typhoid Mary, that's who it was.
See, I almost feel like that is just as kind of false as genealogy stuff, where they're like, you've descended from royalty. And it's like, really?
Pocahontas.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
No, it's Pocahontas. That Pocahontas is like the genealogy free space on the bingo card.
I've told you what my teacher in high school said about that, right?
Go on.
We were sitting in class one day, and we're talking about genealogy, and the same girl that probably believes she's descended or she's reincarnation of Cleopatra, that type of girl, pipes up and says, "My grandma was a quarter Cherokee princess." And right off the bat, the teacher says, if that was her stripper name.
That's literally savage. Yeah, that's crazy.
I actually do have 0.4% Cherokee in my blood. By the way,
doesn't everybody though?
Yeah.
I mean, can't we all really claim that?
Verifiable by 23andMe.
Josh, let me stop you right there. Reincarnating the previous conversation.
Yes, indeed.
Is being reincarnated as Cleopatra like the basic white girl version of the men thinking about the Roman Empire?
Yes. Also, like, isn't it kind of like a sad state that if you were Cleopatra in a previous life, and from what I know about the whole, everything behind reincarnation, you come back based on your behavior, right? And so, like, for example, you could be a housefly in one life, but if you kind of excel at that, maybe you'll be a house cat. And if you're really good at that, maybe you'll be a decent person. So if you're Cleopatra and now you're just drinking pumpkin spice lattes, like, you fouled up somewhere along the way.
Like,
right?
What did
like,
you
that's
fail at?
Yeah, you leveled down at that point. Which, I mean, I'm saying that as someone that is clearly leveled down. So,
Right?
Or maybe I'm on the way up. Who knows?
No, you were Alexander the Great in a previous
Oh,
life.
yeah, sure I was.
And then you were John Wilkes Booth, so that's why you're where you're at now.
Yeah. Understandable. Mm-hmm.
You really blew that one.
Oh, wow. I had to take a shot,
Yeah.
Wow. We're going to a bad place.
I mean, aren't we all?
Don't you? Okay, listen, pull it back real quick.
So, wait.
Okay.
If you're going to a bad place and this is reincarnation, does that mean you're reincarnating as yourself?
Yeah. That's rude. Listen, let's just say, right, we're going to wax theological here, that like there's a heaven or an afterlife or whatever, right? And it sounds kind of maybe boring. That it's like, oh, cool, I die and then I'm playing harps on a cloud. Obviously not, but wouldn't you rather just be reincarnated as something new and unique all of the time?
Wait, so you're telling me that heaven is so boring that you'd rather me reincarnate to play Angry Bird on the toilet while watching reels? That's more exciting than whatever heaven
Spencer,
has in store.
You're living the high life.
Oh man, this heaven place sucks. Can't wait to get back to my 9-to-5 cubicle job. WTF, man.
Maybe we are in hell. I don't know.
That is the biggest counter argument to reincarnation.
No, listen, but you're just saying life is boring. You're focusing on the negative. Let's just say that you're a cat and you sleep 20 hours a day in the sunlight and you eat sometimes. Like, that's a pretty good life.
Yeah, but here's the thing. You're a cat and you sleep most of the time. But then there's times where you're getting chased by a dog. You have worms, so you're pooping living things out of your butt that wriggle around. Or you're beholden to what a human feeds you, or you have to eat freaking mice. Or I can be in heaven playing a harp in perpetual 75-degree perfect weather.
Here's what I picture.
Out of people.
Here's what I picture. You'll be playing the harp on the toilet, or on the throne, as you say, and having these deep thoughts up there, or wherever it may be.
Look, if I'm getting bored in heaven, I'm not going to reincarnate as Todd from HR. Okay? I'm going to go haunt Josh.
Hot Josh.
I'm going to sit at the foot of his bed. Yeah, I'm going to sit at the foot of Josh's bed and be like,
Although bed ghost, there's a pretty good case for that.
Oh my gosh. No, I don't want to. Oh.
What?
Bed
Spencer,
ghost
maybe
is
you
just
were
some reincarnated Spencer in some different
No, truly,
realm.
if you guys have seen Interstellar, I think it was Spencer from like the fifth dimension that was sitting in your room all the time.
multiverse of madness.
This show got real deep real quick.
I'm not from Provo. I was never going to be Josh's shaker, okay?
So it went from heaven talk to that.
Where is this conversation going?
It doesn't matter. Keep following it. Or we could move on. I don't know.
Look, just look forward next week or in future weeks for more deep thoughts from Josh, Kent, and Spencer.
Thank you, Spencer. That was extremely deep.
Too deep.
But also now I'm wondering if because there's so many reincarnated Cleopatras, she actually figured out Horcruxes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've met a few Horcruxes in my life. Anyways.
Yeah, right there on 25th Street in Ogden.
Yeah.
Hey,
Poor 25th Street.
I'm the only one who can make Ogden jokes here because you get mad at me whenever I make Ogden jokes.
No, that means you can't make them anymore.
No, I have the O card, okay? I can make Ogden jokes because I am from the area.
Yeah, we are kind of relegated to Davis County, Josh. I mean, even though you're not currently in Davis County.
Yeah.
I gave Kent the O card because he works in the Ogden area.
Please don't ever say that sentence again.
The O card or the
Please
E
don't. Yeah, please don't say you gave me the O card.
Look, just because you took my V card away.
Nope, here we go. Nope.
Oh, gosh.
That's right. Hey, what's next? What should we talk about next?
So I got a haircut.
You sure did. Wow, in short time too, because we saw you last night.
Well, actually, I did have the shaved head.
It was cut last
Oh,
night.
you did?
Yeah.
I remember you with hair last night, but I don't know.
Yeah.
No, all I remember is I hugged you, and it was like you're 2D now. Like I seriously was astounded. I'm like, where are you? You now, Josh, could be my little spoon.
He's actually more of a ladle.
It's too bad though that KP is my big spoon. So
I'll wait in line.
even more so than last night, but we can get into that in a moment.
Well, a little context is last night we were all at my little brother Taylor's wedding. Mazel tov, congratulations.
Congratulations, indeed.
He no longer has the V card either. So
You probably won't have the O card for like 4 years.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, so
not until
we all got to see each other. No, Spencer, just stop there. That's a good time to stop.
I stopped myself. I
am so proud of you. That was the spirit. So, Josh, your hair was clearly cut last night, but it was luscious before. Why did you decide to shave it off?
I don't grow my hair out normally.
Right.
And so I can't remember if I've covered this on this show. On my other show, yes. But I grew my hair out this past year because my nephew had brain cancer. And so everybody at the first part of January, all the men in the family shaved their heads to support Ben.
Yeah.
It was great. It was fun. But, for me, that wasn't much of a sacrifice because I always shaved my head. So I told him that I would not shave my head, not cut my hair until he was done with treatments. And so I went from January until last Thursday.
Wow.
And I was going to keep it around a bit longer because he's been done with treatments now for just over about a month.
Okay.
But I won't lie, like I hate combing my hair. I hate shampooing my hair. Like I hate having to put the products in, and it was getting so long, I didn't know what to do with it, right? And when I shampoo it, I have to put other stuff in it. Otherwise, I'm pretty much a feral buffalo because it was just all over the place.
Honestly, don't take this the wrong way, Josh, which is a sign I'm about to say something extremely offensive.
Indeed. Go on.
But when you didn't, and it did frizz out, you looked like the love child, the illegitimate love child of Ted Kaczynski and Jeffrey Dahmer.
I mean, I can't disagree with you here, but plus just with running and everything.
Yeah.
I swear I ran faster this past weekend.
You did.
At least like by a nanosecond. So
you're far more aerodynamic, that's for sure. Yeah. Wait, when you took a shower, let's get into that real quick.
I don't want to get into that at all. Especially if he's talking about shaving and being more aerodynamic.
I don't have anything to shave. If that's what
do you put on your head when you have a shaved head, or like at least like bristles of hair? Is it like, do you just do soap, or do you just kind of rinse it off? What do you do at that point?
I had like the body wash stuff.
Okay.
I think it's Irish soap.
Okay. There's not like a scalp treatment or anything like that for.
There probably is
a buzzed head.
The thing is I mean, you still get dandruff when you have a shaved head, and so I actually have a loofah brush that I'll scrub my head with just so that I can get that kind of crud out.
Sure.
Because that builds up and it's nasty.
Yeah.
But it's not bad at all. I mean, I don't have to worry about the floppy hair, and it just, I don't know, it just got too much. And Thursday, I honestly, like, I just had enough. Went upstairs after work. You know, I came in, kissed my wife, went upstairs, and I just shaved my head. Like, I mean, it was kind of like the scene out of Napoleon Dynamite with Pedro. You know,
you're just too hot.
I was too hot. And
what did she have to say about it?
So I come downstairs, and I kind of like had this moment of regret after I shaved my head, because I'm like, I love having the crazy hair on the weekend, right? Like, I loved having the floppy hair when I was running, but I hated maintaining it, you know, the rest of the week. And so I was like, oh man, I regret this. So I walked downstairs, and she's sitting on the couch, and I'm like, I think I made an oopsie. And she's like, did you have an accident? And I'm like, and then I turn around the corner.
You can't just throw that out there.
No, you can't, because especially with my wife, you don't know what she's going to assume, right? And especially with me. So anyway, I turned around the corner, and she's like, oh, honey. And then she started laughing.
And you're like, did I miss a spot? What do you mean?
I know. And she's like, I'm sorry. She's like, you just have such a small head.
That's not the first time she said that either.
That's not no.
Well, it's true, but yeah.
That's awesome. By the way, I don't know if you guys are watching Bachelorette right now, and by that I mean not you, Spencer, but Josh, you and your wife. No. If we need to watch the finale together, I'll come down. Just saying.
I need to catch up on it, but
okay.
Yeah, we should.
All right.
Yeah.
Anyway, now that we've had our quarter,
well,
I swear it's like a quarterly talk about Josh's hygiene. So after we've had our quarterly talk about Josh's hygiene, I want to do Am I the Rooster with you guys.
Okay. That's usually my job. Okay. But
here's the thing. I need you guys to tell me if I'm the rooster or if somebody else is in this story. Okay.
Oh.
Because I'm honestly not sure who the rooster is. So to set the stage, it's 10:45 at night. I just finished my little brother Taylor moving the last of his stuff into his new apartment that he's going to share with his bride. Again, Mazel Tov, enjoy Lake Tahoe.
So
as we're leaving,
this was the night before he got married.
Yes. So this is Friday night. He got
married. What time did his nuptials start? What time did his morning start?
He was staying at my house because we were his chastity buddies.
Okay.
He didn't need us, to be completely honest.
Yeah.
Anyway, so he's staying at my house. So we had to be up.
He needed a shaker.
Well, he was staying in the trailer in my front yard, so yeah, I
Okay.
could just like go out there and just shake the trailer, I guess.
Yeah.
Conjugal visits.
No, we just posted Hazel outside. Anyway,
Yeah.
because if you have kids, you know that there's no better chastity thing than
Oh
having
yeah,
kids
truly.
around,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
So I digress on my story. So we're leaving the house at 10:45, and we're like, you know what? We got a little bit of the munchies. I kind of want some tacos because I know we're gonna pass a Jack in the Box on the way home back to my place from his place.
Yeah.
So I pop open the app. I order 4 tacos. They're 2 for 99 cents on the app. $1.49 if you just go in or go through the drive-thru.
Okay.
We get to the drive-thru and we're waiting. I swear, like 30 minutes in the drive-thru. And
Okay,
the
hold
whole
on.
time
Yeah,
we're in the
it'll
car-
paint the picture, right? You drive up. You've ordered this on the
Yeah.
app. How many people are in line in the drive-thru?
like 5.
Okay. Oh, that's pretty big.
You know how
So-
Utahns get about like new, novel fast food places?
Yeah.
And this is in Syracuse, Utah, which is like the Draper of Davis County. Okay?
Wait. So, would you say someone got behind you within a couple minutes of you pulling up?
Well, almost
So you're-
immediately somebody was
So
behind.
you're stuck then
And
in
it's-
the drive-thru.
It's double drive-thrus. So you
Okay.
know, like they're really confusing like zipper merge drive-thrus.
Yeah.
And I don't. Why do they even do that in Utah? We can't even figure out regular zipper merging.
I know.
No.
I know.
Add in the extra confusion of who ordered first, and like it's pointless. Anyway, we pull up, people behind us, people in the drive-thru next to us, and we say, "Hey, we have a mobile order for Spencer." And like, okay, pull up to the second window. So we get to the first window, and there's a sign there that says pull up to the second window anyway. So like that was pointless.
Yeah.
And we get to the first what?
Taylor's not hungry. Taylor's not getting your brother's not getting any food.
No, he's getting 2 tacos. 2 for
Oh,
me,
they're
2
for him, not you. Okay.
They're
I
for
thought you
both
got
of
4
us.
for yourself. Okay.
No.
Keep going. Sorry,
What
I
kind
had to
of
interrupt.
monster do you think I am? I'm not a taco muncher.
Okay, so you're at the second window. You're at the second window. Hurry up.
That's an E right there. I'm sorry.
That is an E
That's
for sure. Who says muncher?
about?
Don't say muncher ever again.
It's literally on the Jack in the Box menu. They have a munchie box.
Please don't ever refer to the Jack in the Box menu ever again. Okay. So you pull up to the second window, or you are just told to go to
yes.
the second window?
We're told to go to the second window. So we go behind one person and we're waiting 30 minutes in this line. And I lean to Taylor. I'm like, I guarantee it's some a-hole ordered a bunch of food. Like it's a Friday night. There's like 2 high schools nearby. So we finally get to that second window and they're like, oh, wait, we're not on the intercom anymore. They're like, hey, can you come inside? Somebody ordered 180 tacos. So it's going to be a little bit. Okay. So first off, you ordered 180 tacos at Jack in the Box at 10:45 at night on a Friday.
Did someone prank them?
No, Taylor and I go inside and people are coming. They'll come in, they look at the line and like, wow, they're pretty busy. And we tell them like somebody ordered 180 tacos.
Yeah.
Right.
Was he inside there too?
Let me finish my story.
Okay. Sorry. I
Twists
like to
and
cut you
turns.
off. Okay.
I am like freaking M. Night Shyamalan of taco munching over here. Okay.
No, not again.
So we're standing in line. There's like
You got a sixth sense for it? Anyways.
3 or 4 people in front of us. And we're like, how long have you guys been waiting? They're like 45 minutes. And we're like, oh, fetch. Like 45 minutes for tacos? So we're complaining. And now we're like 45 minutes into waiting for our tacos. And I leaned to Taylor and I was like, who is the a-hole that ordered 180 tacos? And why the heck did they even fill that order? They have to be losing money in this time because we're, 45 minutes to an hour in. How many 10 to 20 plus orders could they have gotten through? And the time that people have been coming through.
Yeah.
And the amount of people I've seen come in, ask, and then walk away, walk across the street to the Jets Pizza over there or
Okay. Sure.
down further to Wendy's, right? So this dude that's sitting there, he's like, actually, I'm the jerk that ordered 180 tacos. Now let me tell you his reason for ordering the 180 tacos, and then I'm going to ask you who is the jag off here because
Is it Jagoff or is it Rooster?
Rooster, who's the taco muncher? So I'm just gonna say that.
Might
a lot
as well
now.
just ask who's the asshole. At this point, we already have the E.
We did not.
We did.
So
We did.
anyway,
You're passing out O cards. You're munching on tacos.
Anyway,
Oh.
his reason for ordering 180 tacos is he was at work with his entire crew and they tried to call in to order their 180 tacos and nobody answered the phone. So they placed the order through the mobile app and it let him. So who is the jerk here? Is it
Jack in the Box?
me for getting mad at him? Is it him for placing the order on a mobile after calling and finding out, oh, they're too busy to answer the phone, so I'll just place it on my order? Is it Jack in the Box for fulfilling 180 tacos without doing anybody else in between? Like, kind of staggering it. Or is it the developers of the app who did not think to put a limit that will automatically trigger and be like, if you're ordering more than 50 tacos, that's a catering order?
What was this guy given a time to come pick up his tacos? And was it like 15 minutes from the time he set the order? Because like I'm assuming that the app developer would have put in a time. If you order that many, it's like come 3 hours from now.
Nope.
Right?
He put it in. It said 7 to 8 minutes.
What?
No.
Because it's not really estimating how much time it takes to cook your food. It's estimating what the average time to get food is from that location at the time.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so finish the story and then we'll tell you who is the whatever it is of the day.
Look, there was an employee in line that was off. He jumped in and started like fulfilling orders that were in between, like just doing all the orders that were not part of that 180.
Yeah.
We still ended up, because he made his order, and once he made his order, like after fulfilling like 3 or 4, he left and he said, "Good luck, everybody." So I kind of mad at him, but
yeah, right,
because he didn't quite get to mine. Anyway, Taylor and I ended up waiting until 12:05. We ordered 10:45. 12:05 is when we got our tacos and got home.
Okay.
And the guy that did order his food, got his big box of tacos and, "Can I give you guys a tip?" "No." "Well, I'm going to leave $20 on the counter. What happens to it, I don't care after this point." And he walked out.
Yeah.
So like he knew he done screwed up.
I want to be so mad at him because that seems like, what a wild order. Like what a stupid order.
Yeah.
Clearly it's graveyard shift and all they needed was tacos.
And it's a Friday night.
But I can't be mad at him. I think as him, I'd be so embarrassed to be like, yeah, I'm the guy, right? I'm going to own it. Also to be the guy that has to go pick it up, right? Because sometimes that's delegated to an underling. Go pick up the food. And so it just sucks. Or the boss is trying to be nice. And then it sucks for them because they're gone for all that time. And also Friday night, even though it is Friday night, it's so late that it shouldn't have been an issue, right? Being in people's way.
Do you know the Jack in the Box clientele?
They're late nighters. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. And again, like I mentioned, it is between 2 high schools that had just finished football games.
Oh, yeah. Still, I can't blame him.
99-cent tacos.
I do want to kind of blame you. Because I'm not going to call you the taco muncher because clearly it took a while. But I think how silly of you,
it's really quick.
Back
like
up.
A couple seconds.
$2. $2 is what you spent on tacos, and you were so stubborn.
$2.19.
You were so stubborn. You could have driven to Logan. You could have gone to Salt Lake Jack in the Box, and there's not a line there. You could have gone anywhere else.
South Jordan.
Right, to South Jordan and back in that time and had tacos in your tummy. But you were like, you know what? We paid. I can't just like call this number or say, hey, it took too long. You're going to have to refund me. You could have got, honestly, you did text us and say, I've been waiting for a while. We should have Venmo'd you $2.19 for you to leave. For your own sanity.
I know. Wait a minute. You're the one non-Jew on this podcast. This doesn't make sense. This doesn't compute.
I am part of the 10 tribes.
Now, Spencer. Having said that, and Josh, I don't know if you agree with me so far. Tell me if you do disagree. I think I've laid into you enough because I get it. You think the second we leave, they're going to have my order ready.
Sunk cost fallacy.
The real person who's at fault, the company who's at fault, is Jack in the Box.
Absolutely.
For when they got this order, they should have done everything they can to call this number, which was definitely linked through in the app. Call the guy and say, whoa. It's going to be 2.5 hours before you get this order because we do have some people in the back and one person will be dedicated to this, but everyone else needs to serve our other customers. Like they should have been on top of this, but they just went like, yeah, we don't answer our phones. So we're just going to take whatever the app gives us. It's the store's fault.
Yeah. I think it's the store's fault and it's the company's fault.
Yes.
There's no reason why they should have allowed 180 tacos to go through that app without some type of verification.
See, and I'm on the train having pondered this and sat in my place of worship and sought guidance on the taco situation.
Okay. Go on.
That everybody's a bit of an a-hole here. Okay?
Yeah.
Because one, if you're going to be ordering food at 10:45 at night, past 10 o'clock for a work situation, and you did not schedule catering ahead of time, that's what pizza is for. That's when you call Little Caesars. That's when you call Domino's. That's when you call Pizza Hut. That's why we have pizza parties in corporate America.
Yeah.
The other one is me. I'm the jerk. I made Taylor, who was getting married the next morning, wait 2 hours to get 4 tacos.
Okay, tell me
yeah,
this.
that changes my whole outlook here. You are the a-hole here.
Well,
and then the store one,
Sure.
they should have done, I even said this there. They should have done exactly what Kent said. They should have said, hey, you're in charge of the tacos. Everybody else working is in charge of fulfilling every regular order.
Yeah.
Right? And we're going to do 10 tacos for this order and then 10 tacos for other orders.
Yeah.
Right? And kept the lines moving. They shouldn't have full stopped everything else to get these tacos to this one person.
That's
and then
bad
the biggest
management.
culprit here. That is. And then the biggest one here is Jack in the Box corporate. Because it took, I think, like 24 hours of In-N-Out having an app to realize, hey, we need to put a limit on how much people can order on the app before it flags it as a catering order.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, and I just tried on the app to see what I could order. Well, I tried online. They have a limit of 99 on, at least on the online. I haven't tried the app yet, but I'm sure that
That's probably why it was 180 tacos and not 200.
yeah, honestly, and it looks like you can add an order like 99 plus whatever. So they probably had a whole bunch of different special orders, totaling up to that 180. So yeah, that's Jack in the Box.
Yeah, I mean, there's a percentage. There's a shared a-hole percentage here. But tell me this. So, like, obviously you're with your brother. It's the night before the big day. Are you guys having a good time? Like, is it a fun memory? Will it be a fun memory?
And why are you taking...
Josh is so mad.
Why are you taking Taylor to a taco place the night before his wedding?
For practice.
That's the real question here. And especially this is coming from also somebody who got food poisoning from a taco place just last week. So don't eat tacos from a place that has a dinosaur mascot. Anyway, but yeah, Spencer, like that in itself, you are the a-hole there.
Oh, I owned that, but we went to Jack in the Box because it was 99-cent tacos.
Did you though?
I said I was part of the problem there.
No, but for feeding Taylor tacos before his wedding.
Look,
maybe he has a strong tummy. Maybe his tummy's okay.
Yes, we Myers have a strong tummy, despite the fact that I got food poisoning from Burger King Lounge the day before.
Well, that is Burger King, mind you.
That's true.
Yeah.
Just for reference, to order 180 tacos, it would cost you $98.01 on the app. And it says the order time. We're at 10:22 right now. We're recording. So this is about the approximate time of the incident.
Sure.
On Friday.
The incident, sure.
It says the order time is ASAP 7 to 9 minutes.
What? Okay, hold on. And also, did they give you the money? Did they refund your purchase for waiting an hour? And
No.
Really frustrating.
They didn't even throw in like free mozzarella sticks or like toenail clipping French fries.
Yeah. Jack in the Box, we have it all. We have tacos still. We got mozzarella sticks and toenail fries.
Here's the thing: after all of this and this abusive, narcissistic relationship that we have with Jack in the Box, Taylor and I were leaving, and they have a special menu.
I didn't think it was Jack in the Box. I thought it was a specific Mexican dish.
No, they do have mini chimichangas. They're not even an inch. Like, they won't satisfy you at all. The other part of the Deadpool menu is chicken strips and waffle strips. Taylor and I both said, because again, we're Myers with iron constitutions.
Sure.
That'd be so good to go back and get that. Just that combo.
I think you're going to have to try a different time of day.
Chicken strips and 3 waffles. Like waffle strips, that sounds so good.
Though,
Chicken
I almost
waffles.
became the a-hole though this past week. Actually, just yesterday on my way up to the wedding reception, I had to order some fries for MaryAnn because she hadn't eaten yet. She wasn't sure exactly what was going to be at the reception, so we stopped at McDonald's, and we...
You didn't think to text me and ask?
No. I mean, you had other things to do, like wrangling your kids and watching after Rick. But we got stuck in one of those pay-it-forward chains.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Did you do the Tim Robinson thing?
No. Oh, where you're
55 tacos, 55 fries, 55 shakes.
180 tacos.
The thing is we just bought French fries, right? And there's that moment because I mean, God bless that McDonald's worker who he was just so full of life and joy and happiness. And he kind of looked like a younger Spencer, if I'm being completely honest.
Oh, wow. Okay.
But he's like, hey, you're in a pay it forward chain. The car before you just paid for your order. Would you like to pay it forward and pay for the other car behind you?
Did you say how much?
First thing I asked was, what did they order?
Yeah.
And it was like $2 or something, like $2 more than what we paid. And I'm like, sure, I'm like, what would have happened if they're like, oh yeah,
listen, if it was like $15 more, yeah, exactly.
I'm like, nah.
I would have said no. I would have said straight up no.
No, I would have said no as well.
Josh, $2.19, you could have gotten 4 tacos.
Yeah, but after
you would have had to wait an hour and a half.
I'm out. Yeah. But the thing is, it's like I had that thought though after we did this, and like the funny thing is that it didn't make me feel like I was changing the world and spreading positivity.
Sure.
I felt trapped.
No, yeah.
And it's like, how can you say no when it's like $2 more than what your order was, right?
And imagine if you said no, right? Someone already paid for your meal and you just drove away with free food. Like
no. Here's the
thing. But
at
the same time, yeah, being forced, the forced volunteerism, not great.
You don't understand. Eventually, that does have to happen.
Yes, it does.
Eventually, the chain ends. So why not be the one that breaks the cycle, Josh?
That got real deep.
Have you gone to Blue for therapy before? Because
okay, hey, speaking of weddings, I went to it's a big week, but my niece got married, and this was the first niece and or nephew I've had in a while that hasn't asked me to do the ring ceremony or the marriage ceremony.
Oh no.
Right? Because I've done I've done 3 in the past 2 years, like really recently.
Is she breaking the cycle?
A little bit, but also I said thank you. When she's like, you don't have to do it, I was like, great. Thank you very much. I'd rather not stress out about someone else's wedding day.
Is there a reason why they ask you? Is it because they want to stroke your ego, or is it because of just your calm, soothing voice?
Wow. Well, thank you so much, Josh. I think it's because...
See how I did both in one?
I know. No, it's neither. I think it's they're like, oh, crap, we don't have anyone, and maybe we don't want to get a bishop, right? I think it's...
We can't ask Uncle Kent to be the flower boy again.
Yeah. No, I really think it's like, hey, I can't really think about anyone else, so could you just do this? And I'm like, fine.
No. Kent.
Okay.
Don't be so hard on yourself. It's because you're a part of their family.
Okay.
They'd rather have somebody they're connected with emotionally, more so than some random bishop in a YSA war.
Let me tell you what happened. So I go
then last but not least, Kent, I just want to say they want to put you up front like a slab of meat so that if there isn't a single lady in the crowd, they see you.
Well, sure. I hear that. And also the only thing I charge is I have to do an Instagram photo shoot under the marriage altar, right? Which I do literally every single time.
We know.
And I'm like, that's all I need. Just leave me alone. Yeah, thank you. So I'm sitting there, and this couple, they got married in the temple that morning. This is Utah. So they got married in the temple that morning.
Oh,
and then a couple hours later, they did Layton, actually. And then they did...
Oh, was it? What day was it?
Monday. No, Tuesday. It was Tuesday.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and then they did a ring ceremony a few hours later. And so the groom's grandpa gave it. And I'm not going to name names, right? But the groom's grandpa did it. And he's a little bit older. And, he forgot to announce that the bride was coming down the aisle there in the middle. So no one stood up. Right. All of a sudden the music's playing and everyone's coming through. And then all of a sudden we see her and we all hurry and stand up. We're like, oh, well, let's show some respect. And then he starts talking and he starts giving. And if you're familiar with
2 hours later,
any church,
Kenny's wondering if he's the a-hole.
No, I think I'm the a-hole because this guy started giving a Sunday school lesson. And he's like, let me tell you about this beautiful story. Oh, and it's about Lamanites and blah, blah, blah. And it's about war. And there were sword losses. And
in the beginning, there was Adam.
Yeah, no. And he tells the whole Sunday school story. I'm like, wow. I mean, like, sometimes I get insecure about how I officiate a wedding. But I felt like $1 million. I was like, oh, I'm pretty good at this. Like, I'm not, for the people that didn't want to hear that, I'm not going to spread that, right? And so he does this whole thing, and it's really quick. There's no vows. The ring ceremonies, put the rings on each other's fingers. Here's the happy couple. But there was like a 10, 12-minute Sunday school lesson. And he finishes, and literally everyone comes up to me after we clap for the bride and groom. Like, my whole family comes up to me and says, you are never retiring. You will never be done with this. And I was like, wait, what? Because I knew that I probably did better than this grandpa, but they were like, yours is so much better than that. And I'm like, okay. And they're like, no, seriously, any of our kids, you're marrying them. I'm like, it's not like it's that grandpa or me. Those aren't the only two options. I'm like, there's other people. And they're like, sorry, you do a good job.
Hey,
and you're doing it from now on.
Just to let you know, I am officially a licensed pastor. So I can do this.
I was going to say, Josh.
Are you competing with me? Are you now
maybe we should
in business against me? Or should we go in together? We could be co-pastors.
Ooh, co-pastors.
Guys, this is already a tier in our Patreon, Friends with Benefits. You can have either Josh or Josh.
That's true. It does say that, huh?
Oh yeah, that's true.
Hey Josh, can I hire you for my future niece and nephew's weddings?
Absolutely. And I do it.
He's got some great material about Lamanites.
I'll pay $25 one time, and then I'll get you to do it.
I could make it even more awkward. I could talk about the stripling warriors.
You know what, though? Well, you'll talk about the stripling warriors, but then you'll make that common primary mistake and call them the stripping warriors.
The stripping warriors.
Next thing you know, Manti Te'o and his crew showing up in really tight outfits.
Okay. Well, enough of that. Wow, we've gone on tangents a while. We need to get to some calls. Can't even speak.
Hey guys, Proud Disney Mom here. Okay, Tiana. I'll try to get as much as I can in the voicemail because it's going to cut me off. I already know. I watched a YouTube video of it as well, and I don't want to say I was underwhelmed. It didn't like grab my attention. I'm not going to lie. But going on the ride, it is definitely a completely different experience. The storyline is really cute. I don't want to give a whole lot of spoilers, so if people don't want to know the spoilers, stop listening right now. You have to help Tiana look for an ingredient to help with her, I think it was the beignets. And then she's throwing a party, and you have to help her find musicians to play at her party. And so when you get in the ride, it starts off just kind of calm and cute, and the music is fun. And then you get inside, and everything comes to life. The colors in there are beautiful. The music is fun. Lewis kind of takes you through the whole thing, which if you haven't watched the movie, he's the alligator, and he just steals the show. I'm not going to lie. He's really cute and just full of energy. And so it gets more and more fun as you go. And then on the inside, when you do the big hill that's on the inside, so not the big hill, but the inside hill, there's a little video of and I don't remember her name, I apologize. So you don't have Dr. Facilier, which yes, would have been great, but she turns you into a frog. So in that respect, I do think the storyline is better because you are so engrossed in the storyline. And then you go through the whole inside, which again is way more musical. The colors light up even more. It's really, for lack of a better word, it's very sparkly in there. And the music gets better because the frogs are now the musicians that are going to go to the party. And then when you're going up the big hill, you're being turned back into a human. And they have a little a nod to Splash Mountain by saying, once you become a person again, because you're going to be bigger, you're going to make a bigger splash. And so they do throw Splash Mountain in there, which I thought was very clever, and very subtle. And so of course you have the big splash, and then the music again is amazing because then you're at Tiana's party. And so the music is alive. There's a big, and you're in the party with them. So it is so much fun. It was beautifully done. I really liked it. I liked everything about it. The colors, the music, the characters. The animatronics are way better than Splash Mountain were in both parks. Honestly, I do think they did a much better job. So highly recommend it. And I'll try to leave another voicemail with the Halloween stuff too, because that in itself is going to take a lot longer as well.
I'm gonna say, like, as far as like the theming changes for Splash Mountain, I'm all aboard it.
Yeah.
It doesn't change the mechanics of the ride, and the whole reason you actually ride Splash Mountain is for the fall and the splash at the end.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that I can say from that review, Tanya, that I'm a little disappointed about is I'm glad that Grandma Odie's in it and she turns you into a frog. That's cool. But I want Dr. Facilier, because there's a lot of opportunity for like the tension and suspense to build up before the drop. That's what Splash Mountain did really well, story-wise. And it would have been cool to have like Dr. Facilier doing something, and then, you know, I always had in my mind's eye when picturing Splash Mountain in the Tiana's Bayou thing, as you going through his little skull mask.
Oh, yeah.
Making it dark, and his eyes are up. Yeah, and you drop.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean, granted,
Because that's the apex
this is like fan fiction, right? Because you always like plan it like to be more elaborate than it actually is, and that's okay that it is the way it is because it sounds cool. But yes, I almost pictured like the ghostly hands like almost chasing you, as like, get ready, and then like you escape through that tunnel, right?
Yeah.
But that's okay. Like, it's just, is it a missed opportunity? Because I remember going through the original Splash Mountain. Probably the first time I remember going was maybe when I was 12, and I was like, and yes, I was afraid of heights, but I was also scared because it got so creepy. All the Brer animals. I was like, why are they threatening me right now?
That song, you know, when you're going up that hill, and you know, just that angst and that feel, and there's something about when you reach the height of that, and then the free fall. It's just it doesn't compare, and it feels like that they kind of killed that with the new ride.
Well, but maybe they are going for like a younger audience, even though it is still kind of a scary ride. And I think in that way, they kind of probably nailed it, right? Because it's not too intense, but it's intense.
At the same time, we're also reviewing a ride and judging a ride we've never been.
Totally. Right? Based on expectations.
Right.
I'm going to trust Tanya on this one.
Hey, just ignore our corn dog cart review.
Seriously.
Okay?
I have an insider that said we're right.
Hi, this is Debbie Foster. I recently joined Patreon. Thanks for the shout out. I just finished binging, listening to all your content. It took a while because Spencer's just a little bit too spicy to listen at work, and my headphones don't connect properly, and they're too short for my commute. It really gives an interesting perspective when you binge listen to something like this in a very short time lapse. Anyway, just wanted to mention a couple of things. First of all, the Halloween spooky stories were perfect. They were unsettling, but not too horrific. I'm not into horror. Secondly, loved the Muppet Movie bonus show. I wasn't surprised with Kent's choices, honestly, but I was yelling in the car because this one was long enough for my commute at some of your picks for your characters. Third, thanks for the Christmas Spotify list. I will listen to it as we get closer to the season. I'm a little bit of a purist that way. And some final little notes for you guys. Josh, how are your piano lessons? Don't give up. If you haven't started, start. That is an amazing, thoughtful gift. I did something similar a few years ago. I privately took singing lessons for a year. I was kind of self-conscious about that, and I wanted to be able to sing a song for my family. I ended up getting too chucked up, and I couldn't finish. It was sad. But they really appreciated the sentiment. Also, one of the main reasons I have wanted to join for a while is to hear your and MaryAnn's real meeting and dating story. So I was so happy for you. I actually almost attended your reception with your massive invite, but I chickened out. Spencer, I love that you are an Idahoan at heart, and I love that you have a love for Rexburg. It is the best, worst place to live. I moved there as a junior in high school. Just keeping just spicy enough and spilling that occasional tea. Also, loved your bonus show with your better half. Kent, we chatted not too long ago. We'll see each other soon enough. But honestly, your idea for Tomorrowland was not good. No one wants to see a Foxland in Disneyland. Leave Disneyland alone. Do what you want with DCA. And Spencer's ideas weren't any better. Love the show. Love you guys. Thanks so much. Bye.
I feel like we should probably tell Debbie right now that this episode is a little spicy.
I think it's too late. I think it's too late to tell her.
It's picante.
I think we should text her and say, "Hey, Debbie, we're really sorry. Spencer is Spencer today."
No, I did not say anything spicy. It's paste picante. If you guys took it the wrong way, it's because you guys have been dabbling in something. If you want to dip your chips in something else, go for it. But I was just being honest. I eat tacos. I like tacos.
If the food poisoning didn't turn me off to tacos, you definitely did, Spencer.
Absolutely.
So thank you so much.
That reminds me, obviously we do bonus episodes every month for the Patreon patrons. And I'm wondering, should we do scary stories again? For those that heard it, and if you haven't heard it, you can join now and go listen. But should we do more scary stories? Because essentially what we did is we chose stories, we read them, put a little scary music there.
I'm there with Debbie. I'm there with Debbie treat. As well. Like I like the unsettling kind of scary stuff a little bit. Not a fan of the horror. I mean, it's well documented. Not a fan of Halloween.
So, yeah, but just enough. Just enough.
Mm-hmm. But just enough. Like I do like the mysterious stuff. I do like the the short stories and that. And so I don't know if people would like to hear those again. Even on regular shows. I mean, who's to say? I mean, we can put tons of content on Patreon. Yeah. And I think we should. But, maybe some of these regular shows, especially in September and October, maybe we just make them so,
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty much spooky season for me right now.
Who knows? Maybe we release last year's episodes this year and we record some new ones for our patrons.
That'd be kind of fun.
Yeah. I think that.
Anyways,
that's a great idea.
Honestly, Debbie, thank you for listening to every episode.
Yeah.
Strong will.
I feel like you deserve a sticker or something. I mean,
patron of the
such
month
an incentive,
club.
A sticker.
Right.
We can give her a t-shirt that we never deliver.
Yeah.
Too soon?
She likes the spilt tea.
Take us away, Josh.
You've just listened to The Other Show, starring Kent Dunn, Josh Hansen, and Spencer Myers. The Other Show is produced by Kent Dunn, Josh Hansen, and Spencer Myers. Show design and audio editing is done by me, Josh Hansen, and sales manager is Spencer Myers. The Other Show is generously supported by our friends on Patreon. A huge thank you to our Friends with Benefits tier. These friends are contributing a minimum of $25 a month, which in return comes with some rather significant benefits, including the weekly off-the-cuff episodes of The Other Show, monthly bonus episodes, quarterly live Q&A shows, and exclusive swag and perks. A huge thank you to our favorite Brit, Jonathan Vaskar, the lovely and talented Mrs. Robinson, the one, the only Chris Anderson, Brandon from Popfly Cards, Lady Terry A. Finley, the proud Disney mom, Tanya Budge, the other Keith Brown, It's Rick, Not Dick Smith, Dave, and of course, our newest friend with benefits, Melanie Milring. To support The Other Show on Patreon, visit patreon.com/The Other Show to join. Please rate, review, and subscribe to The Other Show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, YouTube, or wherever podcasts are found. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and X. To better connect with us and other fans of The Other Show, join our Facebook group, The Other Group. For past episodes, links to our other shows, and to shop for show swag, visit our website at theother.show. And remember, when you're not listening to me here on The Other Show, you can hear me on my other show, The Party in the Back.
You can hear me on my other show, Bacon Cell.
And you can find me trying to break various mobile ordering apps in the Jack in the Box line.